Oh, great. It's another one. Okay, students, welcome to class. I know it is your first day back, and you probably don't even know my name, but I'm going to give you 50-page essay, and I think all subjects are in there, like geometry, math, reading, and probably a lot more. You only have an hour to finish, and some of the stuff in there you probably won't even know because it is your first day back at school. Oh, and also, if you don't finish the whole thing in an hour, you get a D. And also, it's half your grade. Have fun! What? School. It is a place where you go learn. But that doesn't mean it is the best place. You go to school, do some learning, come back. It doesn't seem bad, right? Wrong. You're there for 6 hours, and sometimes you learn pointless stuff that you probably already know. I'm completely biased, but school. I don't like school, but it is like a prison there. Food, it's like prison food, and it is not just me that are saying this. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Yes, you get to be more social, but that isn't only thing that is good about school. But if we didn't have any school, I would probably be here. And I'm social. I'm playing with my friends. How about if you don't have any friends? Pfft, shut up. But in this video, I'm going to talk about school stories and opinions about school. And these stories and opinions are going to be about elementary school stories because there hasn't been a lot of middle school stories yet that I can share and tell yet because it's just not a lot. But here we go. Story 1. So when I was in first grade and I was getting off the bus, dropped off actually, at the bus stop. And that morning I went to the bus stop like every other day, and my friend was at the bus stop. And he said, "Did anyone know there was going to be a half day today?" And I started freaking out because my mom, which was in my house at the time, she didn't know there was going to be a half day. And I didn't know there was going to be a half day either. Up until that point. And then I heard the bus. It was either I tell my mom that it was a half day but missed the bus, or I going home during a half day and no one was going to be there. So that meant I would have to stay home at the house for 4 hours outside my garage or backyard. I don't care. And I chose option 2. So when I got to my house, no one was there. So I ran to the backyard to check if the back door was open, and it wasn't. But luckily, my brother was there with my dog Quinn, which we don't have anymore. I'm sorry. But probably be in another video about her. But anyways, I started banging on the glass door and no one answered. I keep banging on the glass door for 5 minutes and no one opens. So I sit down and start crying. But my dog was barking and my brother was down there with my dog and in the basement. So my brother thinks our dog wants to go outside. So he walks near the door and see me banging at the door, crying. But that wasn't a school story, really. But it had some school-related things in there. But I hate how when there is a substitute bus driver, because every time he or she has no idea what's going on. Every single time there was a substitute bus driver. But every time the bus driver doesn't know where they're going, they chose me to direct where we're going. And I'm only a little scrawny 5th grader with no gym membership. Well, I do, but and I didn't really pay attention to which route we were going on. But ever since then, they asked me to do it. and I was in 5th grade at the time, but I started paying attention more to our route. But that only started happening when I got to 5th grade. And I had to lead a bus full of kids mostly every time a substitute came on the bus. I even went to the principal to talk about how this shouldn't be happening. But she ignored me. She's a bad principal. She was so mean. We'll name her Mrs. Mean because she is mean. On picture day, I was wearing a cap that you would wear to a golf match in the 50s. But when I walked by her, she started laughing at my outfit I was wearing. And I could you not, but she started bringing other staff members over to laugh at the outfit with her I was wearing. And that didn't really make me feel mad or anything, but if you did it to another person, they would probably start crying. If you were laughing at, if staff were laughing at you, because of your bad taste of fashion, someone's gonna cry. But one more thing I want to talk about is the teachers. You could get a good teacher or you could get a bad teacher. And I got bad teacher at the worst time possible. Kindergarten. And she was mean. We will call her Mrs. Nonsense because we also got in trouble for the worst reason. All the students in the class hated her. All the parents hated her. And she shouldn't even be teaching. She should be teaching high school because she was so strict and she either got fired or quit. Yeah, it was that bad. But she would always give you these pink slips if you didn't do something, if you did something bad. But you really didn't do anything bad. And every time I came home, at least I came home with one of them. Every single day. But I would come home with a backpack full of them. And when people weren't looking, sometimes I would get all of them out and throw them into the trash can. And I'm not kidding. And these pink slips, like I got these for the dumbest reasons of all time. I was playing with magnets on a board, like spaceships, and Mrs. Nonsense caught me playing them like spaceships. And she gave me a pink slip. And there was other dumb reasons why she gave me pink slips as well, but if I told you all those reasons, this video would be too long, and also it was too long ago for me to remember, blah blah blah. It is also hard to remember, but there was a good teacher, like my 5th grade teacher. Yeah, he's cool, and we'll call him Mr. Awesome because he was awesome. He was a little strict sometimes, but most of the time, he was a pretty funny teacher. Even though most of his jokes were dad jokes, but he liked Harry Potter, and he is the reason why I started watching all the books, all the movies, and the reason I also have all the books. Yeah, I have all the books in my room. He is a Star Wars fan as well, but he likes Harry Potter more. But if you want me to do a part 2 and the school video part 2, yeah, I have a lot more school stories to tell. But that's really the end of the video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.